Most states have an identity. Florida has a crisis. Every other state in America knows exactly what it is. Florida changes depending on where you're standing. This isn't just a state, it's an experiment, and nobody knows how it ends. Florida is the third most populated state in America, 22 million people. But here's what nobody tells you. Almost none of them are actually from Florida. Retirees from New York, college kids from Ohio, immigrants from Cuba, Haiti, Venezuela, Brazil. Florida isn't a state. It's a waiting room where everyone ended up by accident, but that's just the beginning. Drive from Pensacola in the north to Miami in the south. That's 650 miles, 12 hours, and somewhere along the way, Florida completely changes. North Florida doesn't feel like Florida at all. Pine trees, southern accents, sweet tea, Tallahassee, Gainesville, Pensacola. This is the Deep South. Ask someone from Pensacola what Florida is. They'll tell you it's a southern state that got lost. And here's where it gets even more extreme. Then Central Florida appears. Orlando, theme parks, tourist traps, one of the most visited tourist destinations on Earth. More people pass through Orlando every year than most countries see in a lifetime. But behind the theme parks, behind the magic, is one of the most transient populations in America. Some people move to Orlando for a few years and somehow never leave. Here's where Florida becomes different from every other state in America. South Florida is where everything breaks down completely. Miami isn't an American city. It's a Latin American capital that happens to sit inside American borders. Over 70% of Miami residents speak Spanish as their first language. The radio, the food, the culture, the money, all of it flows between Miami and Latin America, like Florida is just a convenient location. Ask someone from Miami what Florida is. Then ask someone from Pensacola. You won't just get two different answers. You'll feel like you asked about two completely different countries. And then there's the land itself. Florida shouldn't exist. Not really. It sits just inches above sea level. Half of it is swamp. The Everglades alone cover 1.5 million acres. The largest tropical wilderness in America. Panthers, alligators, pythons that escaped from pet stores and never left. Florida's wildlife didn't adapt to humans moving in. It just ignored them. While the rest of America built on solid ground, Florida built on a swamp and hoped for the best. In a country that plans for the future, Florida is one hurricane away from a different conversation. And this is why Florida stayed chaotic. No state income tax, year-round sunshine, not even hurricanes stop people from coming. Florida keeps growing, keeps changing, keeps absorbing everyone who arrives. 22 million people, 825 miles of coastline, more sinkholes than any other state in America. To most of America, Florida is just a weird peninsula full of retirees and alligators. But to the people who live there, it's the only place in America where nobody judges you for being exactly who you are. And if that blew your mind, you know what to do. Subscribe.